What is up? What is up? I'm doing my hood because reasons. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. Anyway, what is up? I am here at work 3.5 hours early. So, I just uploaded episode 2 of season 1 of Black Lightning. I know episode 3 just came out. I will get that as soon as possible, but I have a lot of them to cover. I have, from Arrow season 6, I have episodes 9, which is the mid-season finale, episode 10, which was a mid-season premiere, and I even have episode 11, which premiered on the 25th of January, which was not that long ago. I know that today is February 1st, which is technically the premiere of Arrow episode 12, which is called All for Nothing, but I wanted to at least get episodes 9, 10, and 11 in. 12, I could be a little late for this week, for this week's episodes, which is, for Arrow is All for Nothing, which is episode 12. Basically, all the episode 12 episodes for Supergirl, which is titled For Good, The Flash titled Honey, I Shrunk Team Flash, and today's Arrow, which is All for Nothing. I could be a little late for that because literally they premiered this week, so that's fine. But I have for at least Arrow episodes 9, 10, and 11. And that actually goes for Flash and Supergirl as well. So I want to at least get episodes 9, 10, 11 for the rest of the 3 shows. At least. So, like, I could get those out of the way because 9 and 10 for sure are overdue. For sure. Anyway, I'm already caught up with, Legends of Tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm technically caught up at Black Lightning because episode 3 premiered this week. So I don't have to worry about that still also. But anyway, let's start with, Arrow! Season 6, episode 9. Look, I wrote notes again. See, this one was my Black Lightning one. This is Arrow. So anyway, Arrow, season 6, episode 9. Irreconcilable Differences. You know, when I first saw this title, I honest to God thought something was going to happen to Olicity again. Because, remember in the 4-part crossover, not only did we get the West Allen wedding, we got a mini Olicity one, too. So when I saw Irreconcilable Differences, the only time we ever hear that is when, oh, why are you getting divorced? Or why are you getting annulled? Or all that shit. And people would usually say, Irreconcilable Differences. So I was like, oh, please tell me they didn't just get divorced already. Or we're gonna have, like, a time jump to a couple of months later and they're divorced or something. Because, damn. But, when I watched this episode, apparently the title had nothing to do with Olicity, which I was like, thank God, because I don't want to deal with that drama anymore, honestly. But anyway, speaking of Olicity, from what I remember in the episode, they're celebrating their wedding with everybody. Because remember, when they technically got married, they got married by Diggle, and West Allen was there too. So no one really technically knew they got married except for West Allen and Diggle at the time. So everyone's celebrating the wedding. And at the same time, the case against Oliver, because remember, shit, what was her name? Hang on. Watson, that detective lady, remember when she had a case against Oliver, you know, you're the vigilante, you're the Green Arrow and all that shit? That case against Oliver apparently intensified because Quentin learned that a member of Team Flash is actually testifying against Oliver. So, of course, a lot of tensions are rising because at the time, they don't know who it is. It could be anybody. Quentin, he's out of that, suspicion list, mainly because Quentin was the one that found out about the fact that, oh, someone from Team Arrow is, you know, testifying against, Oliver. So, it's obviously not Quentin. So, our number of suspects pretty much is like 5 people. Diggle, Felicity, Renee, Dinah, Curtis. I highly doubt Thea, mainly due to the fact that Thea was in a coma during all this bullshit, so I highly doubt it's Thea, and I highly doubt it's Felicity, mainly because, wife, hello, and, of course, I highly doubt Diggle, because, come on, it's Diggle, I think the only time Diggle's been truly, truly mad at Oliver is when he found out, oh, well, no, I don't think he was mad at Oliver. Was he mad at Oliver for that? I know that there was one moment where he was really pissed off at Oliver that they stopped speaking for a while. I just can't remember what the reason was. I really don't remember. But anyway, so it can't be the core 2. So it means it has to be one of the 3 new recruits. So it's either Dinah, Curtis, or Renee, right? So obviously there's some serious tension with the team because of it. And, because of the tension and the suspicions, Oliver actually has the team tracked. Which means he's mainly tracking the 3 newbies. Dinah, Curtis, and Renee. So he's having them being tracked. And apparently, Black Siren and James, being adorable people that they are, they kidnap Quentin. Which I'm not surprised that Black Siren is involved with the kidnapping of Quentin, because come on, it's Doppelganger Laurel. Come on. She probably thought using the fact that she's Doppelganger Laurel will appeal to Quentin somehow. Probably. And, also, from what I remember, Dinah's former partner, Vincent, was revealed to be the vigilante. For the longest time, a lot of people were like, who the fuck is the vigilante? A lot of people thought that, the guy who was Prometheus, I can't remember his name right now at the top of my head, but the guy who was revealed to be Prometheus in our Earth, anyway, because remember, Earth X Prometheus was Tommy, but our Earth, Earth 1, Prometheus was that one guy, and, for the longest time, they thought that guy was, Vigilante. Oh my god. Sorry about that, guys. For a long time, a lot of people thought he was Vigilante until he was revealed to be Prometheus. So, when we found out that Vigilante's finally been unmasked, and he's actually Dinah's former partner, who we all believe to be dead, of course, Dinah hesitates to take him in, because, you know, it was her former partner, and I believe they had something, you know, they were somewhat of an item. But anyway, the team finds out that Dinah's been, secretly meeting with her former partner, Vincent, aka Vigilante. And that just creates more tension, and the team tension just rises even more, up until the point where Renee reveals that he's the one that's actually testifying against Oliver. And the reason for that, apparently, that Watson chick, we all hate Watson already, and now we hate her even more, because apparently the only reason why Renee's testifying against Oliver is because Watson cornered him with evidence saying, hey, I know that you are Wild Dog. And if you don't testify against Oliver, say goodbye to your daughter. And I'm like, bitch! when I heard that from Renee, the reason why he had to testify, and the fact that pretty much Watson pretty much threatened Renee with taking away his daughter when he finally just got her back. And it's like, I hated you already, Watson. I hate you even more. I never thought I could hate this woman even more than I already do. Up until I heard that pretty much she threatened to take the poor girl away from Renee again. I was like, someone shoot Watson. I don't even care. I don't care if she's a detective. Someone shoot her. She has failed this frickin' city. Anyway, because of the fact that Renee's testifying, Oliver briefly evicts Renee from the team, which means, you know, briefly kicks him out of the team and everything. But despite, you know, Renee revealing that he's the one testifying against Oliver, and the brief eviction of Renee as well, and finding out Dinah's been secretly meeting with Vigilante, they put all of that shit aside for now, mainly because they have to put their differences aside because they all have to save Quentin, right? So, apparently when they go save Quentin, Black Siren willingly allows Quentin to escape, and the team to escape, once they're outside. Which does not make sense, right? Which means she's up to something. She wanted them to escape. Probably because of these arguments. From what my opinion when I first saw this, I'm like, she's doing this on purpose, and I have a feeling it has to do with these arguments that they're having. And we get back to more drama within the team because apparently during the rescue, Renee pretty much abandons the primary mission to pretty much go after Quentin alone. And of course, Oliver punishes him for that, because he's like, yo, I already temporarily evicted you from the team because you're testifying against me, but now you disobey orders, you're pretty much violating my trust even more. And so, bye-bye Renee from the team. And, with Renee pretty much kicked off the team, Dinah and Curtis, they find out that, Oliver, Felicity, and Diggle have been tracking the both of them as well as Renee, mainly to find out, who's the one testifying and all that bullshit. And of course they don't like it. They don't like being spied on like this, and of course they don't like the fact that they're not being trusted by the team, at least their core three, the original three. So they pretty much leave the team after Renee pretty much gets kicked out, because they're unable to pretty much trust the core three, which I don't really blame them, but at the same time it's like, the core three could not trust the newbie three because of the whole testifying and everything else that's been going on. So basically we got the core three not trusting the new three, and the new three not trusting the core three, which I think is kind of funny, not gonna lie to you. But anyway, we do get a sweet moment where Renee's finally reunited with his daughter, because remember, Watson had pretty much had that over him, but he finally gets to get reunited with his daughter, which is the only good thing I liked. I like seeing, Father Renee, It's very touching, because he finally gets his daughter back. That's why I was so pissed off when I found out Watson was pretty much threatening to take a daughter away again. And I was like, bruh, no. So seeing the beautiful fatherhood of Renee when he gets reunited with his daughter, that was very touching for me. I like that. It sucks that, Dinah and Curtis left the team, but I understand why, because there's trust issues within the team itself. It's just a shame that Renee got kicked off, but most likely, I bet you he probably would have left too. You know what I mean? But anyway, apparently, Team Arrow has been spied on this entire time, because apparently there's a hidden camera in the Arrow Cave. And, Team Arrow is being monitored by none other than James, his second-in-command, Boots, Black Siren, Anatoly, that asshole, of course, Vincent. Remember Vincent. Which sucks because, hello, Dinah has been discovered to be constantly talking to Vincent himself, only to find out he's in a bad team. He's on the wrong side. So it's like, who knows? All this stuff that Dinah's been telling Vincent, he probably's been telling these group of bad guys personally, all this personal information that Dinah tells him, And then apparently someone named Richard Diaz. He is, in fact, in the comics, Richard Diaz. I'm not going to get too much into it, but if you recognize that name, Richard Diaz went by a different name, which was known as Richard Dragon. And if you guys still don't know that, Richard Dragon, aka Richard Diaz, was actually part of the League of Assassins, where he partnered up with Lady Shiva, and I believe there's another person he partnered up with, but I don't remember who. But yes, he's a very well-known Kung Fu type person, trained with the League of Assassins. He's part of the League of Assassins, so I'm looking forward to see more of the Richard Dragon, yo. That's gonna be interesting. I want to see more of him, because I recognize the name, I recognize his alias in the comics, but I didn't get to read much about Richard Diaz, aka Richard Dragon, so I want to see how they interpret this guy, and I'll probably do more research on Richard Dragon because of it. Anyway, that's my reaction rant to Season 6, Episode 9, Irreconcilable Differences, and I'll see you for, where is it? Episode 10, Divided, Episode 11, We Fall, and then for The Flash, it's Episode 9, Don't Run, Episode 10, The Trial of the Flash, and Episode 11, The Elongated Night Rises, and for Supergirl, Episode 9, Rain, Episode 10, Legion of Superheroes, Episode 11, Fort Roz, and of course the Episode 12s for each of the episodes. Well, the Supergirl, Episode 12 is titled For Good, I'll get that. The Flash, Episode 12, Honey, I Shrunk Team Flash, Episode 3 of Black Lightning, and Episode 12, which is premiering tonight for Arrow, which is All for Nothing. I will get that soon. But like I said, Episodes 9 through 10 for Supergirl, Flash, and Arrow, I'm getting out first, before I get to the 12s and Episode 3 of Black Lightning. But anyway, I'll see you guys then. Bye.